How's it going, everybody? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the Cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you a little recipe I'm going to do for tomorrow for my personal business at school. So I'm going to make a little pasta casserole in a cup, show you how I'm going to do it. You can plate it differently for at home, obviously, if you're not traveling to school with it. Then I'm going to show you probably a couple reactions and maybe some price breakdown at the end. See how that goes. It's pretty cheap, pretty easy, and this is a great way to think about how you run your own business. So, meet you upstairs. Alright, so this is what we're going to use today. We're just using standard Barilla pasta mix. This is the tricolor one, which doesn't affect the taste really in my opinion, but looks cool, which is fun. Got the rotini just because I like the way it holds the white sauce and it's a cool shape. Got two of them. Next we got just great value classic Alfredo because we're just going to use it as a base and add a bunch of seasonings and stuff, so that doesn't really matter. And up next we got just great value frozen vegetable mix. Doesn't matter, it's the same as all the other brands. It's chopped up frozen veggies, and that's about it. For the base, we'll use some cheeses and more seasonings and stuff, but that's all the basic ingredients. Alright, first things first, don't mind the dishes, of course. Just going to fill up the water and start boiling our pasta, because that's probably going to take the longest. Really, we don't need a whole lot more than just what covers up the pasta. It just takes longer to boil. And here, let's throw some salt in while it's filling up. Let's use just really coarse salt so you get a lot of it in with the pasta. Helps flavor the kind of lacking noodles. It's probably good. Put it over here. Whoops. Turn that up on high. Center it. And we'll get a little, whoops. Watch our hands. Get a little pasta fork. Stir in. Mix all that salt in. Let that boil. And then let's get the sauce started up. For this, just need a little pot. Grab the Alfredo. Should grab both. I will. Pull that out. And you see how much is in there. Let's see if we can find that. It's a whole lot. Never waste that. For soups and cans, I like to use water, but this we'll use milk. Let's pour a little in there. Sorry, the kitchen is a mess. Shake that up real good. Pour it in the next one. Get the rest of that sauce out with just a little extra milk. Help thin it out. And you're just leaving way less in there. Look at that. Toss those because Nebraska doesn't have glass recycling, which sucks. Get a little spoon, stir this up. Alright. First thing's going in there. Obviously more salt, gotta have that. Some pepper. Throw some freeze-dried parsley in there. Pretty hefty bit. Probably about good. Then, if I can find it, freeze-dried onion bits, little flakes, just a little bit. Do that. See if I can find it. Standard Italian seasoning. It's a nice little mixture of herbs. We're going to grab a little bit of this provolone I had left. Break that up, throw that in. Oh, I didn't even turn this on. What am I doing? Rookie. Alright, well, that gives the noodles time to heat up a little more. So we're just going to keep this on medium-low, pretty much. Just let all that melt together and have the herbs infuse. Some more. Actually, we need to throw some garlic in there. Cutting board. Big old knife. Look at this guy. He's weird looking. Knock off all the dry skin. Small. And show you guys how to chop garlic if you've never done that. Chefs use all parts of the knife. Just got to use the side. This one. Usually you want to break it and then peel it, but this one's a little dry. I'm going to chop the ends off. And rinse, repeat. Throwing about four little cloves in. And this is dry. Oh, that one's all bruised. I won't put that one in. Goodness. Alright, we're just gonna cut these up nice and small. Alright, grab all that, throw that into the sauce. Keep mixing that cheese in. Feel it already get warm and soft. Definitely still not melted all the way. See, that water is not quite boiling yet. It's just starting to bubble. I don't know if you guys can see that. Don't need a roaring boil, but I like to cook my noodles quick. Keep them al dente. Clean up as you go. Of course, stay vigilant. Right. I'll keep stirring that sauce and come back to you when the water is boiling. All right, take a look at this cheese. It's been probably what, 5-6 minutes. It's melted up pretty nicely. Nice gooey cheesy consistency. Get in there. The water also looking pretty hot. Don't know if you guys can see that. Just gonna go ahead and dump in box pasta. Of course, if you have time to make your own pasta, it's always the best option. I've done it many times. It's great. But this is pretty much as good as it gets from the store. All right. Mix all that up. And it should be done in about 8 minutes. So I guess I'll catch you back. Probably turn this off. You don't need it. Just burning. Keep stirring it though. And I guess then we'll start assembling. All right, pasta is done. High boil. Tested a noodle just a second ago and it felt nice but not too squishy, a little firm. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this over. Dump it in the plastic cauldron. Way better than metal ones. Oof. Whole lot of steam. Because the noodles don't stick to the metal. Turn this off. Throw a decent bit of olive oil in there. Shake this to strain it. See, there's not really a whole lot coming out the bottom. You're pretty much good. Bring this back over. Back in the pan. Running the noodle. And we're just gonna mix the olive oil back into it. Easier if I could grab it so it doesn't stick to the pan. Alright, once that's all coated, just gonna directly dump this in. This is the Alfredo sauce with extra cheese. You can see that nice cheesy consistency. Just gonna dump that in. Use this nice plastic spatula to scrape out all the last little bits of goodness. Right. Grab another spatula. Mix all that in. As you can see, it's turning nice and thick. Not super saucy, which is what I'm looking for, so it travels well. Doesn't turn into a soup. And then this coming up next part is going to be where the recipe is going to change a little depending on if you're meal prepping, or I guess that's what I'm doing, meal prepping, or if you want to eat it now. So I'm just going to grab the frozen vegetables, make a small incision, and just dump in a healthy handful. Mix it in to make sure it's not too much as we go. But that is frozen. That is not hot. So I'm just trying to cool off this pasta because it's just going to get flash frozen. And then I'll bring it to school tomorrow. Great way to preserve food if you don't know. Probably put a little more in there. You really don't need a whole lot, just enough to kind of get that little burst of flavor, a small crunch, difference in texture. Alright, and that's pretty much good. So if you were going to eat it immediately right away, what you would do is put that either on a stovetop with a little bit of water and butter, salt, pepper, maybe even lemon if you're feeling fancy. Saute that up, throw it in there. Or if you're just really hungry, throw it in the microwave, just warm it up. But don't do that, obviously. Make your food enjoyable. That's why we're eating it. Not because calories or anything, trust. So that's looking really good. Bring that out into the light a little. Then I'm gonna go get the meal prep containers and we're gonna plate this, quote unquote. All right, set up all the cups so it's easy to pour in. So these are just nice decomposable recycled plastic or papers. I guess it's like wax coated so it's waterproof. I use these for soup when it's cold or pastas when it's warm. I think they're like 37 cents each. I get them off Amazon, like a big 50 pack. Keeps the price down. Come with nice little air vented lids so it doesn't pop or warp or anything, which is nice. And they're really just pretty firm. Nice travel containers. So we'll start scooping it in. Pan is still hot, so I'm gonna bring pot holders. Move some of these actually. I'm just gonna scoop it in. Pretty simple. Right. So that's probably pretty good. Filled all the way up to the top because we're gonna put some more goodies in there in a second. All empty as you can see. I'm gonna fill them up. All right, as you can see, filled up 8. A little bit left, but not enough to fill up a whole cup, so I'm just gonna kill that later. Got some breadcrumbs, garlic and herb. Doesn't really matter, you can get the plain ones too. And some shaved Parmesan. So we're gonna pour a little bit of this on top, and it's gonna make like a crust kind of when it's heated up again. Just kind of fill the whole thing. Nice even powder coating. Again, if you're doing this, I would do it in a 13 by 9, grease it up, pour the pasta in, and then do the breadcrumbs and cheese. Then bake it for a minute, just let everything set, and it's probably ready to serve. Probably, 10 minutes on 350? Sprinkle a little bit of the Parmesan. Cats are meowing. They want to help. Meow. Silly guy. Finish topping these off. Let's see. One here. All right, that's done. I'm gonna flash freeze it, and then tomorrow sell them. Microwave them for probably 2-3 minutes. Get it nice and hot, and it's ready to serve.